The Pan-African Book Foundation's motto is knowledge is enlightenment.
Hatred from the mighty and mighty from the small. Heaven help us all. I mean, I got involved in the charity that Azzy was running. She came to me and asked me if I wanted to be involved in it and become a patron, and I thought it was a very exciting charity and a practical one, which I tend to favour. Re-record that, please, sorry. Help us all. Great, and track it. That was good. That was
the charity itself got charitable status in 1990. So now what I really would like to do is continue with the work of shipping over textbooks and pencils and pens and things like that, but then also to take it that one step further with the development of technology. They could really benefit from computers, and maybe we could take on projects to begin to for the rural schools in Africa, because they're the ones that really need the help. The rural schools to have things like learning centres and libraries. So ideally we would be building learning centres and libraries in rural areas of Africa.
And it's a small charity. I don't see a lot of help me doing something for the Red Cross, because the likelihood of it actually having any impact is pretty minimal. But on a smaller charity, you can actually genuinely do something to try and increase their funds, and it might actually have more significance in getting the message out there. So when you've got a thing like the Pan-African Book Foundation, it doesn't have awareness in the same way that a lot of the bigger charities do. And I did a similar thing like this for the Low Syndrome Trust a few years ago, and it's a similar thing. It's a small charity run by a few people. And I think those kind of charities are worth sort of developing, because you want to get the message out there and get people interested in it.
That's why we want to concentrate on rural schools, because most of the schools in Africa in general would be fee-paying schools, but what they call backyard schools are the ones that don't get the same resources, because the children aren't paying fees there. So they're not going to get the same support. They don't get the support from the government. So it is really very much needed to have that kind of help. Would be a blessing to them, and the children over there generally appreciate it.
I got the band together to do this project, so all the people who are on the album have either worked with me in terms of the kind of the covers type band, or they've done original stuff with me to do this.
How long does it take you from when you get the phone call to today sitting here now?
Well, I don't know, it took me about a day to organise it, and then about 3 weeks to then reorganise it, and then we spent about 5 minutes on the recording. I think that's the time frame, really.
I've been, what's the word I want to use? I've been impassioned or inspired to continue with the work that my father began to educate Africa.
I said, heaven help the child who never had a home. Heaven help the girl who walks the street alone. Heaven help the roses if the bombs begin to fall. Heaven help us all. Ooh. Heaven help the black man if he struggles one more day. Heaven help the white man if he turns his back away. Heaven help the man who gives the man who has to crawl. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. People hear our call when we call. Oh yeah. Help us all. Heaven help the boy who won't reach 21. Heaven help the man who gave that boy a gun. Heaven help the people with their backs against the wall. I said, heaven help us all. Ooh yeah, now I said it. You got to give it to me now, now, yeah. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. I said, people hear our call when we call. I said, when we call. I said, ooh, listen to me. All right. Yeah. Listen, now I lay me down before I go to sleep. In a troubled world, I pray to keep hatred from me. Keep hatred from the mighty and mighty from the small. Heaven help us all.